I'm not gonna question. Well, hello guys. Welcome to Greedfall. Let's see how fun this game is. It looked interesting, so I'm gonna fucking try it. And we're gonna do normal mode.
Watch him die for a second.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet. Not dead yet. All these seconds are going by and I'm not dead.
It's an opening! It's loading. Once it opens,
Well,
that's when...
you said the first second. It's been 48 seconds. I'm not dead. I don't know, Ian. I'm just trying it now. It looks interesting. I'll give it that. Whoa.
Hi, Ian!
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes.
Yellow hair, blue hair,
The
yellow
chin
hair,
a tiny bit lower.
yellow hair.
Gaze a little more to the right.
Just make your hair green and shut the fuck up. Yellow and blue make green.
If there was a third person, I would have done yellow, blue, green. But there's ain't a third one.
Oh, okay. So I get to choose.
Ooh, look at that jawline on that guy. That's a nice jawline.
Drugs.
Is that a tattoo or? That looks like a tattoo, not a beard.
It's a scar.
Oh. Hiding the jawline, I see.
I'm not doing this. I didn't move it. How do I zoom in? I can't. Okay. Good enough. Next step. Okay, so melee combat, control the battlefield. Why does he look like a guy? Oh my, what the fuck? Yeah.
Why does he look like a guy?
I know. What the fuck?
Why does he look like a guy? What? Isn't he supposed to be a guy?
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm confused. He has a nice jawline out of any guy around.
Well, that's the old.
What happened to all the jawlines, man? Barely see any guys with jawlines.
There are guys with jawlines out there.
Not as good as that. Your nose is perfectly round, yo.
I'm done.
Oh my. Love the line there. See, I can imagine Shadow and Ian just literally being here in PA, and we're just making all these fucking dirty jokes the whole entire time.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular... That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished.
Ooh, it's poison. good too.
Have you any more
Damn.
need of me?
She's gonna fall in love with the
Forgotten that
character.
we're setting sail today.
Oh my god, that guy! His eyes, man. What the fuck happened to his eyes?
Your cousin
I'm
is
already
nowhere
in
to
love
be
with your
found.
character.
I've searched the place for
Oh,
some
okay.
stories. Your uncle has beside himself.
His,
He was
his
of
the
a mind
other
to
guy's
take the
eyes,
town
man. It's
last
like,
night. Don't worry, I shall
like he
track them
looks just
down.
a
Make
drunk.
care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Okay.
You know, I had a weird dream that I was working back at my old job. But it looked completely different. It was way worse.
I'm trying to put the... I have a fucking hammer? The builder.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal
Why
as
do
your
you
dog.
have a hammer,
Enough
but
with the cold
he has a
mercenary. I
sword?
know you like us.
I thought you had a sword.
Still
I have
hiding
both.
your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the
Damn, that's
great
a
world.
really...
Our blades are the only
But
thing
Dick
keeping
can do
you
some
princes
shit.
alive.
That's what we can do something.
God, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
What's with this music? It sounds like we're back in the West or some shit.
What the fuck are you laughing about? Yeah.
What a green.
I was gonna say,
Me who thought
Damn,
myself a
I
competent
could've
weapons
done that.
master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough.
ooh, that
We
guy.
need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
What's wrong
That
with
could
your hat,
definitely come
though?
in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going
Can
to
you
be
try to
your
cover your
training partner.
baldness?
Go! Fight with honor!
Ooh, eyebrows. On fleek. Yo, this color is called Tickle Me Pink. Like,
What?
this color is called Tickle Me Pink.
Why can't I? I just shot the same guy.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort that to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Where the fuck did I get this hat?
Good question.
No, my character has a hat now.
Kurt, it's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Well, he's probably asleep.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Wait, isn't it Monday though?
Yeah?
Isn't Shadow
Working?
working?
Or asleep? Yeah.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tier D for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tier-Fredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Holy fuck, man. Okay. What the hell was my controller? I wanted to do this the whole time.
The merchant is there.
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning.
This is gonna be a favorite series of mine, isn't
I
it?
hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind.
God.
The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm.
Fictional characters.
Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The
God.
cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad
what
has
about
happened
it?
to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Teleme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port breaks, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nords. No one else may enter.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
When did you see your cabin boy for the...
It's been 2 days since I've had any news. It wasn't out of the ordinary until about the day of departure.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Does the boy know anyone in...
Other than... I don't...
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Teofredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and
Maggie?
your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're
He's
very
funny.
friendly people,
I saw that
welcoming.
already.
Who will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never
So
strayed
far it's
from
alright-ish,
ports.
but...
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city.
It holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
What do you think of our port?
You're referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
I'm not gonna play games like this until someone wants to do these.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Why did she get stuck in a piece of fucking wood?
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malachor and the neighboring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Teofredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age, hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
No one's bothering me. No one was bothering me. It's different. There's like tiles and then there's like goddamn fucking walls. Why did you put yourself in the corner?
I'll be back. You know what? If it's a scare, I want to enter them on stream and have a little bit of fun. Hello?
¿Cómo estás?
Hello?
That's pretty cool.
I heard him say hello, and then I was like, hello, and he hung up.
Why would he call you again?
I blocked him.
Oh.
Maybe. Oh my god.
We don't know who that was.
Okay,
Ian.
this is a sword. This is a... That looks like a worn out... For a second, it looked like a worn out piece of stick. But it's a hammer.
Some random person was calling him, so he answered it. And it was just a nobody that he doesn't know, so... That's what happened. Good question, Joey. We don't know.
Why does my controller want to turn left? Turn left. Turn left.
Yes, Ian, yeah.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I could repair this.
Oh my god, the wall.
Oh, they...
Fuck. But like, look on the other side.
Look.
Oh, look, see, it's not even even.
I didn't even turn it.
I don't know. It's not even even. It's not connecting. The fuck? No. These connected to goddamn.
Well then, were you able to repair it?
No, I haven't been able to sort them out.
In that case,
I regret I don't have the sum you're asking for.
either you repair...
That's ridiculous.
Perhaps.
Very... I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Metal dowels.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope.
Was he eating them
Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets.
Full cheese, not that
What
long
kind
ago.
of business do they run?
He's eating it.
Several, actually,
Okay.
and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't
There
hear
are
that from me. In any
places out
case,
there
if
that
you
would
were
eat
settled with
moldy
cousin or
cheese as a
cousin,
delicacy.
I would hurry if
With
I
maggots
were
in
you.
it.
They're not the tender souls.
And they like
Thank you for
it.
the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow who could down his pine.
I
Anything
can't
else?
stand watching like Dr. Paul and seeing all those maggots over the
I need to be off.
injured leg
Farewell.
Goodbye.
On farmlands and stuff like that, or like hospitals. There was one hospital that was actually using maggots to eat away the dead skin.
Yeah, maggots are okay for that, but they're a pain in the ass to get rid of.
Yeah, and it was disgusting. Just watching them put maggots in someone's room. Ugh, ugh. Ugh. So pretty.
Now, honestly, how do you think that the body gets decomposed faster?
Maggots.
Maggots go in the dead body in the grave. Somehow they get in there.
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom.
I know.
What a waste.
I'm gonna put that upstairs.
I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Okay. Where am I going? This way. Why am I going this way? What's here? Down.
It's blocked. It's not possible just now.
With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Locked. Locked.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I'll do what I can. We're departing
Yeah,
soon.
cool.
Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Nope.
You've seen him happy about anything when it comes to me. You know what he thinks of me. He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
No, up.
If you only knew how these
come up with
river
that.
scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
I think
They
Cooper
haven't
knows that by
spotted
now.
us.
He's really, really jealous. Very
We could sneak out of his silently.
yeah,
We
so
have a
when
ship
they
to board.
try to sit down, that's when you jump up.
Reasonable soul.
I'm here waiting for him to jump up.
Brute deserve
And
a
just
punishment.
standing there.
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more It's
Yeah,
not
he
possible
does.
just now.
What the hell?
Why does... I'm decapitated, apparently.
How the hell does your hand get on fire?
I don't know. This game's weird.
This game makes no sense. Yeah, the guys might be cute, but damn. I know hands gonna be fucking
In flames.
in flames. The only one who probably do that is you know who.
You only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of his silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt,
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
You alright, Cooper?
To my help, and death for us!
Something I gotta look at, or... Oh, chest. Put the controller down. What happens? Controller's down. Is that really what direction you want to look at, controller? If I said it, I'd be eating my sushi right now.
sir?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Hi.
Are you ready?
Hi, Cooper.
Can we weigh anchor?
Oh boy.
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly, but keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor at the north.
The beast has awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need roots! We must contain it!
Come now. Let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
No.
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
I don't know. Look at my house. Where did they find this motherfucker? This thing.
Why did they even think it was a good idea to
Capture it.
capture it?
Who wants
How
it?
did they put it to sleep?
Who wants it?
I want it, to be honest.
You want that motherfucker to kill people? That's what it's doing. It's killing this character. It would kill you.
What? To be honest, if you think about it, they said that the monster woke up. That means that how the hell did they Did they carry that guy when he was sleeping without waking that monster up? No, they probably most likely shot it to sleep. So I can understand why it would be so pissed off and want to kill people because, for fuck's sake.
I mean, it's understandable why it's pissed, but what the fuck am I getting myself into with this bullshit that I gotta deal with?
To be honest, everyone in this town is
crazy.
no, not just that. The town has to deal with that. Whether they're as much as those people were to shoot it to go to sleep.
I know, but the thing is, my character saying he's basically saying, "I'll take care of this."
I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted?
Are you ready?
We should be able to. I'm still.
Permission to board the ship?
Certainly. You have any?
No, my house.
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tear Freddy.
Step onto the ship and deal with this asshole.
My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
The beast is awoken.
Ow. Oh fuck, I dodged that. I drank a health potion before I hit. God. Why am I supposed to fight this motherfucker? Oh, I'm not gonna fight him yet. I gotta get more fucking bullets. What the hell is this thing? And I don't have fire. The only way to kill that thing is with fucking fire. Need help, so I was trying to get a health potion. Oh well. Where's the merchant and shit? Close to him. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Fuck that one. Normal then. Watch the sword.
Idiot. Damn! Someone just got rocked hard.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Sure. I'm gonna help with the Easter egg again. Damn. What's up, Cooper? Ah, that's what you gotta do. Come here, Coop. Do you gotta go potty? Yeah. Be back, guys. First, let me shave in case it starts to be a bitch. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh, Cooper? Huh, you ready to potty? Let's go potty. You ready to go potty, Cooper? Come on, Cooper.
Wait.
Sir?
Constantine,
We should...
Permission to board the ship.
Certainly.
No?
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And
I almost killed it that time. Hi, Guru. What, buddy? He doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Sir,
are you...
we should...
Permission? No?
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long.
There's that move scary. Kind of, but kind of not.
Conniving...
Now the person I fought this motherfucker. Was because I don't have, like, I'm not trying to go through every single side mission just to go on the ship and then fight it, because then my health will increase, or the armor will be better. I just don't want to keep on doing all that shit. And I don't want to play this the entire night. I'm not doing this all in one stream. this until I kill that boss. I'm gonna go up to me killing that boss. I can't even check the side quests.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father, I am sad to have caused you any worry. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
What will be your official title on Teofredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures.
Dramatic family kind of ending.
Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
Because I want to tackle
It's always a privilege to help.
And with like Zazu had to watch Simba and Nala.
I need to be leaving.
And
I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
The guy's nose and checks them.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agreed to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Should I offer a bribe or threaten a prison sentence, or just threaten them? I'll do the prison sentence.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sade, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable. Especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, sir, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant at the guard was quite specific, saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge. That would stir up the muck.
Whatever is he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have been mixed up in this.
Did not mean to shoot a bullet.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is...
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Where's this card? Oh, over there. We go around. Maybe nugnut. Okay, cool.
To my help, and death to the others! Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Been going around for fucking hours because they don't let you see a map. Oh, they do now. What is this shit?
He seems to have grown wiser all of a sudden.
Yes, yes! Don't hit me anymore! Very well. I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yes, good sir. I'll take care of it immediately.
It's not possible just now.
Did you get what you came for? Leave me now, please.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good. I lost almost my entire family in a few months. Why do they have to die?
Thank you, man.
You know what this kind of reminds me of?
What?
In a weird way, Assassin's Creed, but better. Not, I mean worse though, I mean, not better.
Well, there's an Assassin's Creed. I can go on the map or see, like, Eagle Vision or some shit like that, but in this one, you can't. You just gotta walk around like a complete utter idiot and just hope for the best, hope for a cutscene to fucking play. God, move! It's almost kind of like Skyrim as well, but Skyrim I can at least do shit. Now work that idiot. Move! Before I start slicing you.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Hi.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
How is business going these days?
It's the man. Now that...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
How you going, man? Okay.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled. But I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it
looks nice.
a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder?
Are you going to remove it?
Unethical.
I don't have a choice. But
Or you leave it?
harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Help him leave the city or arrest him? What do you guys think?
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
The servant's door. The lock?
Locked. I don't have the key.
Oh my god. What have you done?
Nothing happened.
the key to the tavern.
Hello, Manita.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, no. If he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience.
Those eyes are really
I'm
far away
certain
from
you
each
shall do
other.
what's required.
I didn't saw that part. That picture.
Technically.
I was trying to copy this picture, but the only thing is, the teeth are different and the cheekbones. I couldn't get the horns evenly, like. I don't know how they got it evenly looking like even, but if I did like on computer, where it's like a copy and paste type thing.
No. That's hand drawn.
Yeah, it's hand drawn.
Our selection.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you wanted to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
I can procure you some excellent potions, as long as you promise to put an end to this. True potions of healing like those you thought you were buying.
What are you, some sort of alchemist then? I hope you're not the same feather as the other. If that's the case, we have enough rope to hang the both of them!
Trust me. I swear that each and every one of you will receive one.
Our trust was already given. We're going nowhere without seeing the merchandise.
Such a large number of potions. This story's gonna cost you a fortune.
These vials could be lying around anywhere. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
Where the hell am I gonna find bile? I know, saying that router was online. Twice, I had to read it twice.
Are your boots worn through? Is your... Welcome! It's such a... Have you seen anything?
Only Ian was on for a little bit longer.
Why?
For 6 more text comments. We've got 69. Wait, I wonder if Joey's still watching. Joey, can you check? Can you comment like 6 more times so we could get the 69 comments?
What? God, if Trace was here, she would have been counting the numbers each time.
She's doing well, right?
Yeah, she's doing well. I need bile. Where the fuck am I gonna find this bile shit? I'm not even gonna read it. The text message, I'm done reading texts today. You know what? No, it's just a Markiplier video. Okay.
Your Excellency. Look.
That's one else.
I need to be going. Goodbye.
Do you have the notifications for his channel?
Yep. And project the guy.
That I assumed.
And my big old daddy, corpse husband.
That I already kind of figured, and would have called you crazy if you didn't. You know you can walk around that?
Walking in place. Hey, she's getting her exercise.
It's like a fucking treadmill.
That also
Damn,
okay.
Jesus.
It's like the lag right there. The lag is real.
The lag is real with this one.
Yeah.
To my help! And death to the others!
Oh.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Should not have done that. Take all that.
I could say hey, you guys are not gentlemen, you're killing women. But, again.
Yeah, and rules were a lot different back then. No more trickling that way, you can't go that way. It's a weird place to nap.
Girl napping over there?
Mm-hmm. In a cart.
That looked like it was about to fall.
It's already on the floor.
Oh.
That's why it doesn't move. I did not know I could be an intruder. I don't feel comfortable with this. I'm getting out of here.
Ooh, lucky she wasn't getting changed. She'd be like, oop, my apologies.
So if she was getting changed, I'll have to write this 18 plus. Even though my content's not made for children. Can you two fucking move? Thank you. Even though my content's not made for children.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Oh, hello, Your Excellency.
But apparently you were able to go in that house.
There might be something up there, actually. Let's see. You know what? Fuck it. If you're getting changed, it's on you.
You know, she's just cleaning that same spot.
Apparently it's a really tough stain, probably some grime. Hi. How you doing? Hi, cat. She don't give a fuck. You get the weirdest way of... They don't give a flying fuck.
I know, but there has to be a point for the reason why you went in there. If you think about it, like, you can't go in any other house but that house. There had to be a reason. Okay, never mind. It's just the big house, the doors. The one with the big doors. Big ones.
Certain girls will find that very fun.
Oh my. No. No.
Don't want to.
Hi, viewer. That would hurt. Okay. Looks like someone was doing some worshipping in there. That doesn't even make it worse that they were worshipping it while doing shit on it.
Well, the worst thing while a girl's shoving up her ass or her pussy.
Ooh, I didn't even think about my ass. Ah! No. No.
That would definitely stretch it. That could be used as a torture method. It probably was used as a torture method.
Back in the day, but now people use it as cover.
I'm not even gonna say it.
I love sucking on it.
I was gonna say she's sucking on her snake, but I'm glad that they don't have the fucking camera so that they can take it any context they want.
That's why I'm actually sucking on some gummy snakes. That even sounds even more worse. But it's gummy.
Take it any way you want to take it.
Yeah, I don't care. Except for my knowledge, that's no gummy. What do you go in there? That's what you
I feel uncomfortable about this.
Yeah.
I already know that some viewers don't want to hear what she's sucking on.
On my big ass snake. So juicy. What was it?
What is the purpose of being in here?
Now I have 2 heads.
Oh, double trouble.
No, they got the 2 heads.
Damn, she bit the heads off.
No, these are the heads.
I know, you...
I ate the bodies off. Oh, still not in the same old spot.
God. This game's actually pretty interesting once you start getting used to the controls and stuff. But other than that... The controls are weird, but the game's fine. Excuse me, laws of physics? Apparently there's a big fucking box in my way. Something didn't want me going in there. Yeah, here you're sucking on it as much as you want.
I'm pulling at it too. It's not ripping.
To any guy out there, if a girl's gonna be pulling that hard at your snake, run. That means she a crazy bitch. Unless you're into that stuff, then enjoy.
Unless you're me.
Unless they're you.
But I don't think so. If I did, that would be me. Hi viewers.
Yes, that would be you.
Oh, bye viewers.
It just goes on and off, and whoever comments. I'm not going around in a fucking circle. What is this?
And cherry. Mostly oranges.
That could be a medical condition.
I know.
But if a guy's snake tastes like oranges, then you'll probably accept it.
It has to be a different flavor though. If it tastes like chocolate, yeah. Or grapefruit.
Not that video again. You would try that video. Yep, you gave a look at thinking about it.
Have a nice day, sire.
Thank you. There's so much nice in this town. I didn't want to travel with you.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
You hear that guy? She ran out of things to suck on. Where do I get the bile?
Sire, I'm sorry.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Stop with the notification.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I've unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Would you want me to go get you more snakes?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
I'll let you think about it.
I need more chocolate too.
This is gonna be difficult. How am I gonna go?
But why are we going this way? You want me dead? Is that it?
To my and death to the others!
Armor. I'm gonna kick in a wall, I'm an idiot.
Damnation. He got away.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
So you're
Just a whole lot of fun topic.
if you rewatch the video, then you'll see the hilarious shit in like 2 hours. There's 20 minutes of straight nothing but dirty-minded shit.
Yep. I was sucking on some snakes. But don't worry, I ran out of snakes to suck on.
So she's done sucking.
Yeah.
I won't have to make my thing 18 plus. You sure? Who the fuck? Oh.
Move away! Things are about to get...
Another guy I killed over here. Yes, this. There he is. That's all he had. Alright, can't complain.
Corona. Oh, there was one video. I don't know if you watched it. That was showing every 100 years there's something. There was 1820 with the plague. No, 1720 with the plague. And then 18
to the others!
Spanish flu.
Full green blood, you're wounded!
1920.
Either every 100 years, a disease just pops up, or every 100 years an idiot's dumb enough to even call it the disease. Can you two fucking move? Always in my damn way.
So,
Are you ready?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurd. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Be back soon, Captain.
Ah, this way. Okay, so I don't have to search around for an hour.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To my health! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
I go stealth, we can just go fucking kicking ass.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Can't you make an exception?
No? Sorry, sir. Move along, please.
What are these tattoos
Very well.
on their face?
Going.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Can't you make an exception?
No?
Very well.
I've seen a few...
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no Nord. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right? Come on now. Let me out. You promised. Please. Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Better.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Very well. I'm going.
Orders haven't changed.
God, come on.
Can't you make an exception?
No? Sorry.
Very well.
What do I need for this? Here.
Orders haven't changed, you know. No.
Very well. I'm going.
Things are about to get dicey.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart, and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guess, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for lass now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man. It's a pity that...
Thank you, Lara. I need...
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember.
And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Might I help you, sir?
That's why.
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Sir, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor? We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up, to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nort?
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sort.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us. This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
A lot of the notifications just go off. It's mostly emails.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Nords are worried about his disappearance.
Those Nords took him from us, but now we've got him back. And he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Nords. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nords. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness will be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nords.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
So it's here that our man keeps...
Locked.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Nords. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Ah, same ship. Okay.
So, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Be back soon, Captain.
Gonna leave this one here.